A spoiler a day keeps the hype up and awake. E.N.D here. More spoilers for Final Fantasy, the first Universes Beyond set that will be standard legal. Don't forget that starting from 2025, every Universes Beyond set will be standard legal. Anyway, let's start. And I want to start with a very interesting card, a big creature, Jumbo Cactuar, 5 and 2 green, 1/7, 10,000 needles. Whenever this creature attacks, it gets plus 9,999 plus 0 until end of turn. Give it trample and you are in for a big win. Cloud Planet's champion, 3/1 red and 1 white for 4. During your turn, as long as it's equipped, it has double strike and indestructible. Equip abilities you activate that target it cost 2 less to activate. Sephiroth Planet's heir, 4/1 blue and 1 black for 4 with Vigilance. Enters the battlefield, creatures your opponent control get -2/-2 until end of turn. Whenever a creature opponent controls dies, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Amit Selch Unsundered for 1/1 blue and 1 black 2/4 with Vigilance. Enters the battlefield or attacks, draw a card, then discard a card. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 14 or more cards in your graveyard, you may transform it. And when you transform it, it transforms into Hades Sorceress of E.N.D, 6/6 with Vigilance. During your turn, you may play cards from your graveyard. If a card or token would be put into your graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. Dragon of Mount Gulp, that is Ancient Copper Dragon. The reprint, 4 and 2 red, 6/5 with flying. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, roll a dice 20. You create a number of treasure tokens equal to the result. Yuffie Kisaragi, that is Yuriko the Tiger Shadow. Another reprint, 1/1 black and 1 blue, 1/3 Commander Ninjutsu for 1 blue and 1 black. Whenever a ninja you control deals combat damage to a player, reveal the top card of your library and put that card into your hand. Each opponent loses life equal to that card's mana value. Stiltskin Moogle Merchant for 1 white 1/2 with lifelink 2. Tap, target opponent gains control of another target permanent you control. If they do, you draw a card. Summon Shiva, 3 and 2 blue, 4/5 enchantment creature, Saga Elemental. Chapter 1, Chapter 2, tap target creature opponent controls, put a stun counter on it. Chapter 3, draw a card for each tapped creature your opponent control. Cecil Dark Knight for 1 black 2/3 with Death Touch. Whenever it deals damage, you lose that much life. Then if your life total is less than or equal to half your starting life total, untap it and transform it. And it transforms into Cecil Redeemed Paladin, 4/4 with lifelink. Whenever it attacks, other attacking creatures gain indestructible until end of turn. Sin Spira's Punishment, 4/1 black 1 green and 1 blue, 7/7 with flying. Enters the battlefield or attacks, exile a permanent card from your graveyard at random, then create a tap token that's a copy of that card. If the exile card is a land, repeat the process. Tomberry for 1 black 2/1 enters the battlefield tapped with a stun counter on it. During your turn, this creature has first strike and Death Touch. Sash Chocobo for 1 green 0/1 with landfall. Whenever a land you control enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Garland Knight of Cornelia, 1 black and 1 red 3/2. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Surveil 1, 3/2 black and 2 red. Return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield transformed. Activate only as a sorcery. And it transforms into Chaos the Endless, 5/5 with flying. When it dies, put it on the bottom of its owner's library. Side quest, catch a fish, 2 and 1 white enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. If it's an artifact or creature card, you may reveal it and put it into your hand. If you put a card into your hand this way, create a food token and transform this enchantment. And it transforms into Cooking Campsite, land, tap to add 1 white mana, 3 tap, sacrifice an artifact, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Activate only as a sorcery. So that was the last card in this particular first look for Final Fantasy. As always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more and more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.